Hi, this is Matt Mormon from TCI, and this is a short video to help support you in using our brand new TCI presentation guide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you in just a moment and take us into a third grade science program, and we'll look at all the different things and ways you can use the TCI presentation class to help plan and to teach. All right, I am sharing my screen with you right now, so you should be able to see what I see. Here we are outside a third grade subscription. And you know that when you go into your subscription, you have your table of contents, you have everything you need, all your lessons right here. So let's say that you are planning. You're not teaching yet, you're just gonna plan, get your materials ready, look over your lesson procedures. Let's do lesson 4, or unit 4, excuse me. Life cycles and traits. I'll go into the 4th lesson here. And as soon as you click on that lesson, the first thing that you will always see in a chapter is this big, beautiful picture with the essential question. So here we have this cheetah chasing a gazelle. The question is, why do some members of a species survive and others do not? This is the presentation. It is the single most important feature in the teacher subscription, because it's not only going to be a great tool for you to use when instructing your students, but it's also your planning guide. It doubles as a lesson plan book and almost like, I don't want to use the word PowerPoint because it's not PowerPoint, but PowerPoint-like classroom presentation slideshow. So you will have a couple features here. First thing to note that is when you're going through the presentation, you will see below each slide there is notes for you, the teacher. So this is the teacher note. Look for some takeaways, classroom setup, just kind of prepares you for what to expect. Up here in the left-hand corner of the image, there are arrows. These arrows will advance your slides forward and backward. You can use this with a mouse. You can use it with a smartboard if you're standing up at the smartboard. What I recommend is a wireless clicker. USB wireless clicker, and then you can advance these slides from anywhere in the classroom. You can see that this chapter has 21 slides. There's a slide ruler bar on the right, so you can advance the slides much quicker. Okay. And then again, those notes underneath. If I click on the second slide is always going to be your standards. This is going to be true for every single chapter, every single lesson. So there's my performance expectations, there's my core disciplinary idea, there's my cross-cutting concept, science and engineering practice. It's all right there. If I click on the third slide, you will see that I have my teacher materials, what I'm supposed to have. So the things that I have to gather to do this investigation. Some of those materials will be found in a TCI lab kit. Some of those materials you will need to print out yourself. And the nice part about this is it's hyperlinked. So if I have to click this moth template, I can click on that hyperlink and it will take me right to the materials page where I can do that. Again, there should be little notes underneath for you if need be. Then we get to the preparation slide. So if you're planning using this resource, you'll be looking at this, and this will tell you how to gather your materials and how to set the classroom up. We also provide a video for you. There's a video for each lesson done by the science developers that take you through and show you what the investigation is going to look like with students before you even try it with students. This is for you, the teacher, to help you better understand how the lab investigation is supposed to run. And then the last slide that you will always see before the student slides start is the overview slide. It gives you the essential question again. It'll tell you the pacing on the different stages of the activity, how long it's going to take. And then, of course, there will always be the science and engineering practices that are going to be used in this chapter. When you get here, that's it. So those slides that you just saw, those were your pre-teaching planning slides, those 6 or 7 slides. This is the slide that you will use with your students starting here, okay? So what I recommend is we have the full screen mode. You go into full screen mode. Your students see that. You can advance the slides. You're taking them through all aspects. But I do recommend that you go through these slides first on your own. because again, more procedures are in here. We're just kind of putting them, embedding them into the presentation. So you know that you need to cut the mouse out. You know that at some point your students are going to need this page out of their interactive notebook, and they are going to be recording data from the activity. So it's all modeled for you here. You do all of the steps. So step 2, these are the 4 things the students are going to do for the game. You know it now looking at it, and then when you show this to your students in class, you're going to go through this with them, and they're going to have a visual of this, and also you will too, to keep you on track when you're going through the lesson. So all aspects are in this. You will have check for understanding questions. There'll be little widgets that you can click on so you can get reveals to the answers. And then, of course, there will be a time when you will get to the part of the lesson where the students need to actually read the text. And what's great about that is there's a hyperlink. It takes you right into the online student text right from the presentation. Now, many teachers have been sharing their concern about wanting to have a printed lesson guide that's using a tool like this online on the computer screen can be cumbersome, especially if they want to hold on to something or have it in their hand. So we did create this print button. I think you're going to find this very, very useful. You click on the print, it will pull up a PDF for you. PDF, you can pull that up, and then you have a printed version of your presentation guide. It's great because all of the slides are there, and then all of those notes that were hidden underneath that you might not be able to see when you're in full screen mode, those notes are now all right on the paper for you as well. And you can leave this with a sub, you can lose it, print out another one. It's fantastic. So that is the presentation guide. I hope you found this helpful. And if you remember that if you want to get additional help, please visit our website at teachtci.com, and we have a lot of free webinars. You can sign up for trials, and you can always contact our support team at info@teachtci.com for additional help. Thanks for watching this video.